Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of Koisuru Asteroid. And the first episode I thought was pretty good, setting up the show. Because the basic premise is we got our two main girls that were met as children and were like, hey, asteroid's pretty cool, right? You know, one's not named after you though, so maybe we could like find one and then give it your name and that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's totally do that. And then they met several years later and she was like, wow, you're a girl. I had no idea. Mind blown. And they really got to reconnect and talk on the phone and be part of the same club. And the club is interesting because it's like trying to jam two sciences together, astronomy and geology, and there's kind of some growing pains with that, which is very entertaining, especially because of the vice president who's just really trying to campaign for those rocks, you know. That's the source of quite a bit of comedy. And I assume it will continue to do so. But anyway, I think we have a pretty good setup here for a good anime, and this is where we start to really just kind of continue with it. So let's just see what we got here. You know, if maybe we'll discover an asteroid. Probably not, but we'll see. So 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, nice, an episode 2. Plenty of rocks around, so pretty clear what side of the things this is focused on. Yo, Suzu, you're not, yeah, okay, Suzu. I don't think she actually joined the club, but okay. So her family's a bakery thing, okay. I know we heard she's like helps with her family, but I don't know if we heard what it was. Moe Moe, the mascot, really? It's a fantastic name. Moe Moe is literally perfect. I'm okay with that. I made her happy. A little bit. Just give everyone out nicknames. I don't know yet. Monroe senpai. But why? Well, you asked. There you go. It looks delicious. But you just got here. Are we building a new ship here? Well, that changed everything. Okay, yeah, that definitely had an effect. Yeah, so we very well could be then. Yeah, but Ino's pretty nice. She's with the geology department. She's the one that seems to be closest to Mikage. Sakura Mikage. It is just kind of funny. Just someone looking at the sky, some looking at the ground. Just complete opposites that are somehow trying to make a club work together. I really do quite like that concept. It definitely adds a more interesting element to it than if it was literally just an astronomy club. And there's Moe Moe over there. Yeah, I really can't blame her for thinking that she was a boy back then. I really can't. But I'm sure if they hung out more back then, she probably would have figured it out eventually. Probably the first time they took a bath together, I would assume. I do approve of all the hand-holding we have in this opening. The show is called Koisuru Asteroid, so we gotta see some of that Koisuru. The Riverside Milky Way. And rocks. They all look the same to me, but that's because I'm not a rock enthusiast. Oh, that looks pretty nice. I would actually keep that one. Take your word for it. Oh. Yeah, let's not grab that. Bit of an exaggeration. Oh. I saw that. That's kind of cool, I guess. Yes, of course she is. Oh, she just draw a face on it. Make it like a headband. Well, they're now off in their own little world. Yeah, it's not that she gets to teach about rocks. Yes, can't start with the hard stuff. You gotta work up to it. What was that sound? What did you trip on a rock or what? That was your mistake, apparently. Guess we can't carry too many. uh... I suppose. It's not quite as nice, but it's closer. And now we have astronomy time. You look through one end and it makes things at the other end closer, right? That's how it works? That's about my understanding of how it works. What, can I not focus on like a nearby house? You know, you never know what you might see. Yeah, probably for the best. Vixen. Also make sure there's no gunk on the lens. That could cause problems too. Want to get a microfiber cloth and just wipe it down first if you got one? Then you actually fall forward and knock it down. Have to start all over. Oh, I think I see something up there. It's like a dot. Indirect eye look. Nothing. I always get nervous when I hear the sound of something disconnecting from my PC during recording, but it seems nothing important. Okay, now don't screw it up this time, Vice President. I need to get it figured out eventually. I know, right? Can't things just stay still? Yeah, the high budget stuff, but we're like a club. Ow! That is too rich for our blood. The the booties? Can we focus on that one? Okay, that was something. I never knew the constellations looked like that. So we're just really gonna keep calling her Monroe? Is that gonna stick? Don't be so harsh on yourself. That one looks less happy. I mean, Jupiter's bigger than Mars. That's also a gas planet, I think. Oh wow, yeah, I can actually see a tiny bit of detail on it. Yeah, even geology girls can enjoy astronomy. Let's see lots of things. Vesta. Yeah, before you were born. I see. I mean, yes. Wow. I mean, what's one more, really? I believe we will. Gotta have faith. There you go, Al. Now we know what's gonna happen for sure. Just let her pull you forward, and there we go. Well, she went forward, but you know. They haven't quite got the spoon in just yet, but oh, give it time. No need to apologize for that. I do like how even in these group events, they still manage to have their alone time. I did. Kind of lucky. Yes, you missed it. I'm sorry to disappoint you. But no one to blame but yourself. I didn't think there would be. Poor Sensei. Got a cold for nothing. Well, that one looks pretty nice. Hopefully you got some good ones. Wow, she did get some good ones. Birthstones, how to enjoy natural rocks, okay. Wow, that'd be a bit too much. uh, wow, what a concern to have. I'm sure it'll be fine, Mira. Just calm down. Yeah, she is quite pretty. Like, wow. Okay, sister. Wasn't sure if it was mother or sister. You should grow your hair out, Mira. Don't bully your sister. Not cool. And flop, flop, flop. There we go. I was waiting for it. That could have gone better. Just trying to help you make it better. That's great. Bet she does that a lot. That should make everything better. Wow, how much for that? Indeed. We got her drying. If only. Okay. Okay. And more of that rapid fire texting. Uh-oh. Oh no, too much text. I can't read this all. But they liked it. That's what matters. Not too bad speed. Personal computer. Wonder what we might find on it. We should check thoroughly. Very first issue of Sparkle. Kira Kira. I think people will love it. Oh, people. Yeah, yes, here you go. Okay, yeah, people do seem to be interested. Oddly enough, I guess somebody was advertising it. So she did end up helping in the end. Guess it would have some influence, yeah. A day spa. It sounds very promising. That was perfect. Yeah, let's have Mira take care of this, and bath time. Episode 2, we had a beach, a riverside barbecue, and a bath scene. What more could you ask for? Of course, the rock girls get distracted by rocks. Yes, it is. That's the moon she was talking about. Did you not get it? But I couldn't see it, which was the worst part. Okay, I guess someone's having fun. Well, what did I do wrong? Well... Huh. More science. I don't think it's dangerous. Learning all sorts of things about hot springs today, aren't we? I expected a bright geology girl. Yes, as water worked very hard to one day be used to clean you. Please be grateful. There you go. Yep, most countries aren't as lucky as Japan on having all those hot springs. Yuki-chan. That's what I assumed. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Are we talking about the same person? Probably would. Yeah, they don't care that much. Sensei, we heard about you the other day. Oh? Wonder what we gave her. I'm definitely curious what this is now. What did you give her? You wrote no something? Couldn't quite tell what that was. What? You can't tell me the episode's already over. It just started like 5 minutes ago. These sort of anime that have a built-in time machine aspect, just horrible. There's so much wind. And gotta go for that hand holding. Memories are treasures. Okay, not a bad title. So that was the second episode of Koisuru Asteroid. And this was a really good episode. You know, I was a little bit worried, you know, just how well the whole geology and astronomy aspects would kind of meld with the club, but so far it seems to be going fairly smooth. We had this event where we had a barbecue by the river, you know, a fairly typical anime sort of event. And, you know, this was good because not only is this location full of rocks and stuff for the geology club, but, you know, the sky is kind of everywhere for the most part, so you could just kind of, when you're done playing with rocks, look up at the sky. So I thought this was a pretty nice, clever little event that everyone in the club could go out and enjoy. And basically, both sides really did the other side things as well. You know, we had rock girls looking to the telescope, and we had, you know, our astronomy girls looking at rocks, and they just kept asking Sakurai, I'm still not sure what I want to call her. I kind of forgot what her nickname was, so I'll just call her something. But anyway, red-haired girl, vice president, she was basically kind of telling Mira about all of the different rocks, you know? She's like, hey, what's this? Oh, that's that kind of rock. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the other kind of rock. What's this? That's literally dog poop. You should probably put that down. Ah, you saved my life. I almost lost that hand. You know, it was a little bit sad, though, that she couldn't carry all the rocks because they were just kind of heavy. But, you know, I'm sure she's really happy to be able to just kind of teach these, you know, space sky girls about the wonders of rocks, you know. That's all she ever really wanted. We even had Suzu show up. She's obviously not a member of the club, which it's always nice to have at least one fairly relevant member that's not a member of a fairly relevant character that's not a member of the main story club. Because it kind of gives them a bit of a different perspective on things, you know. But Suzu, like I said, we knew about that she helped out with the family, so they must have had some sort of business, but I don't think they told us what it was exactly. But they did tell us what it was in this episode, which was like a bakery. Which is nice, you know, because Nekopara is also airing this season, which takes place in a bakery. So, you know, it can give me an idea mentally of what goes on in there. And she's also apparently like the mascot character called Moe Moe. So, you know, that's pretty great. And just skipping ahead, but, you know, she also talked about the panties bread that she made, that was hilarious. I really didn't know where that was going. I thought it was just going to be, you know, my first one kind of sucked. It was a little bit burnt. It was hard. It wasn't great. But no, it looked like panties. Who wouldn't order that, really? I mean, that would be just flying out the shelves. But anyway, back to the river event. And yeah, it was pretty standard for the most part. We just kind of took turns, looked through the telescope. We did have to adjust it, and then we had to adjust it again because things are kind of moving. So that was kind of funny when red-haired girl just walks up to look at it, like, I don't see anything. This thing busted. Like, calm down. Just things sort of move. You gotta adjust it. Okay, now it looks like, what a pain. Why can't it just, like, magically adjust? Like, well, there's ones that can do that, but, you know, not on our budget. So that was never gonna happen. But it was nice. It was a nice event, and I did like how Mira and Ao did still manage to have their kind of alone time with each other, because they're obviously, you know, building that Koisuru Asteroid relationship, which involves having to have that sort of alone time and look at the sky and hope to eventually find an asteroid in it. But so far we didn't find one just yet. We did hear about how many asteroids have been discovered. The number is kind of big, so, you know, it's easy to feel like they've all already been discovered now, so what do you really do? You just gotta hope you get really lucky, but, you know, Mira said she would do her best. We had some hand-holding, so I have confidence that they'll succeed. You know, I don't know about you guys. So that was great what we got there. And, yeah, just a little... The constellations, you know, that they kind of drew around the stars were certainly... They were great. Also took pictures. We had Sensei, who was a baby, wanted to hide in the car from the cold and missed the sky shenanigans because of it. And there was nothing else happened after she stayed out of the car, so pretty sad for her. Yeah, Burstone's gag was pretty funny. Just, he wanted to write like 366 articles or whatever. It's like, no, we don't got time for that. And then Mira, like, her concern about if we got other people into asteroids, they might look for them too and beat us with a punch. Very silly concern there. And then we got to meet this sister, which I don't think we knew much about her either, but she, you know, she's absolutely beautiful, without question. She's her sister, she's a student council president. She tried to help out, but apparently Mira kind of took it the wrong way and just kind of ran off being all sad. You know? I swear, Mira... I didn't think about this last episode, but especially in this scene here, when she was like, I think it was about when she closed her eyes, right? When she took the paper back and had her eyes as the little arrow symbols. Just, for some reason, she really looked like Kokoa from Gochumon wa Usagi desu ka there to me, at least. Like, I hear just something just flash into my mind during that scene. So, then she just kind of flopped on the couch because she clearly feels bad about upsetting her sister, because she obviously cares about her. So that was just a really pretty awkward situation all around. Then we kind of have Suzu involved in that, which was certainly something. Calls her Misa-ne. So what was the text she sent her? I want to look at that. I actually made Mira upset. How could I get her to forgive me? Oh my, how terrible. What did Mira say? So yeah, that's funny. There's a lot of really fun little bits sprinkled throughout the episode for sure. I do quite like this show, if that's not obvious, which I think it is. Then we got the head pats, which does make everything better. And then, yeah, that's when they show the panty bread and Shima-pan to make things even better. And it just, it makes sense. Pan, bread, pan soup. I mean, it really works. I don't know what the problem was. So, If I ever have a bakery, I'll let you sell it in my shop. How about that? So, anything else to say about the episode? I mean, in the end, we had the sister help out, kind of advertising it, which was great. So she did kind of make up for it in the end, which is good. We got a first issue of the Kira Club newsletter, which, yeah, people loved it, flew off the shelves. Oh yeah, then we had how can I forget? Then we had the hot spring episode bit, which was great because on the one hand, we get the usual characters with less clothing, which is something that I always like, at least. I know people have mixed feelings on such things, but I always enjoy that. And we also got to just learn a lot about hot springs in general, because this is sort of in the realm of geology, the ground. Because how do hot springs work? You have, I believe it's a matter of like volcanoes, magma, heating up water. It's something like that, right? Because Japan has a lot of volcanoes. I think that's how it works. I'm not a geology expert, but I think it's something like that. And yeah, then we had Monroe just going wild there. So that was something. No elegance, but who needs elegance, really? But anyway, the point is we got like a full-on science lesson about how all this hot spring stuff works and the different types. So yeah, very educational stuff. People say hot spring episodes are filler. No, we learned all sorts of important things here. Of course, yeah, you wouldn't want too acidic of a hot spring, but if it's not too, if the level's not too high, then you can, enjoy it, I suppose. As long as you don't have any wounds or whatever to sting. I probably wouldn't go in one, but personally, but not an acidic one, I mean. So, yeah, and then the old lady's chatting about the teacher. So, I want to take another look at the thing. Can I tell what it is? Yeah, it just says, well, the first side says, Yurara no something. The other side says, you really know something. Yeah, I can't quite tell what it's supposed to be. T, I assume. I can't tell. If you know, feel free to let me know. I can't quite tell. And of course, yeah, in the hot spring, the comment about being able to see her butt was, a little bit unexpected because it was obvious. We couldn't see it as the audience because something was in the way, but they certainly could. So, yeah, the kind of thing you kind of had to point out, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, really good second episode. I have no real complaints with it. I think things are going pretty smoothly with our club, our very odd mixed bag sort of club. Things are going pretty well. All of our club members seem to be getting along pretty well. We're developing nicknames. We're getting closer. We're each side learning about the other side's stuff, learning a little bit about astronomy, geology. The audience is learning a little bit about this stuff here and there. And yeah, really nothing to complain about with this show. We're continuing the great Mira and Aoi developments, which is, a big part of the show. And, yeah, that's all I really got to say on the episode, I think. Just was great. This should be one of the best shows of the season, I think, at this point. I'd be pretty surprised if the season ended and I didn't think this was top 5. So, we'll see, though. We'll see. I do expect it I do expect it to continue this level of quality, but, you never know. I guess we'll see. It might get better, it might get worse. All we can do is hope for the best and get what we get. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.